Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Unedited, where we talk about all things sales, marketing, and mindset. My name is Lauren Nelson, and I am your favorite sales and marketing coach. And in today's video, we will be talking about how your standards are causing you to miss out on sales. And let me just be very clear. It's the low standards that's causing you to miss out on sales. Now, before I decided to choose this topic, I was actually thinking that today we're going to be talking about the sales cycle. Then when I started to record, something just wasn't sitting right with me. It just wasn't resonating like it should. And for me, when it comes to taking action on certain things, I have to feel that it feels right. And I was like, today, this is not the topic that needs to be shared. So I was like, let me go get my rice and my chicken. Let me eat real quick. Let it settle. And hopefully by the end of my meal, I'll have something for you guys. And so as I was eating my delicious rice, the word excellence came to my mind. And immediately it took me to the thought of our standards in business. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, the first thing that you need to understand about your standards is that depending on the standards that you have in your business will depend on the type of customer that you attract to your business. And when we look at the concept of standards and how it equates to excellence, it really boils down to what we believe we are worth. When you believe that your business is worth more, you show up for it differently. When you believe, y'all, I don't know where this is coming from. I wasn't going on this track. But when you believe that your business is worth more, you dedicate a different level of time, effort, and energy to everything that goes into it. Now, a lot of times what I've heard, especially from new business owners who are struggling and they want to position themselves as a luxury business owner, or they want to have luxury products, luxury brand, or not even that they want to be a luxury brand, but they want to sell higher end products. They don't want to just sell the everyday run-of-the-mill type products. And what the most common theme amongst the people who are just getting into business and want to sell products at a higher price is that they are constantly attracting people who are not willing to pay. So we have to ask ourselves, when it gets to a certain point, when people are constantly turning down our prices, we have to ask ourselves, why us? Why? Why you? Because if you know that they are paying for other people's products or services at that rate, there's people running many different businesses and people are paying their fair prices, why won't they pay for yours? And again, it comes back to understanding the level of excellence that we're showing up with. Depending where we are on the scale of excellence will depend on the amount of money that we will also attract into our lives. If we're not showing up at our highest selves, then we cannot expect for people who are also at their highest selves, making their highest amounts of money, to show up as well, right? Like, everything is energy. At the end of the day, if you have a low energy brand, you're only putting a little into it. You're not pouring a lot into yourself, which means you can't give that much to your brand. What do you think is going to come out of your brand? Very low vibes, right? And so when you're putting out low vibes through your business, what can you expect to attract? Low vibe customers, right? The customers who aren't pouring into themselves, which then in turn means that they won't be able to pour back into you. It's a cycle when you look at it at a very close perspective. It is a cycle of energy. And that's why it's so important for us to recognize when we are not showing up as our highest selves in regards to how we're putting into our business, right? Everything in regards from how we brand, how we communicate with our customers, how we show up online, how consistently we show up online, how our customer service is, how timely we are with our customer service. All those things play such a crucial part And it's one thing you need to understand about people who pay a pretty penny for what they want. They want it how they want it. They expect excellence because they have the choice, they have the option. They could have went and paid less for the same thing, but because they're paying more, their expectations are higher. They expect a higher level of excellence. For example, me. I do not mind paying extra for a good experience. I will pay extra to make sure I get what I want. And a lot of people don't understand that. And even, for example, I'll talk about my experience here since I moved to Ghana. I've gone to a hair salon, right? And when it comes to the service and when it comes to the aesthetics, everything is there. It's very beautiful. It's a great place. However, when it comes to the timeliness and when I ask for certain things, I go there and I pay extra because I expect different service and different treatment than if I were just to go across the street to the everyday hair salon. Oh, I'm sorry. My allergies always got my nose itching mid-video. Oh. Anyways, yes, back to what I was saying. My expectations are different when I decide to pay more. I don't mind paying more, and I'll even tip because I don't mind. And I want things how I want them. And that's what you have to realize. If you're looking to position your brand as a brand that is of higher end, not necessarily luxury, but just of higher end, you have to be able to show up at that level. And even for me personally, I know that my services are absolutely amazing. I know that they're positioned to, one, not only get results, but they're positioned for the people who understand the power of investment, understand the power of community, understand the power of accountability, and they want to work with someone who embodies what they believe in. And so because of that, my prices are high, and the people who work with me, they don't mind paying them. Why? Because I make sure I meet them every time where they are with the expectations that they have. And not only do I meet them, but I go above and beyond. And that's so important for you to understand, because if you are not there yet, you cannot have the expectation of you should be getting more. The first thing you need to do is focus on how you can give more through your business. How can you make these little sectors of your business better so that the overall customer experience is better? It comes back down to excellence. It comes back down to how you're showing up for your brand and for your community. And one of the things that I want to really take note of, and I want you to take note of, is the fact that in order for you to show up for your brand, or to even grow your brand and evolve your brand into a company that is worthwhile, that is the standard of excellence, where people come and they know what to expect, where people don't mind sharing your company's information through word of mouth or sharing it online or doing all of these things, it requires you to be first pouring into yourself. If you're not investing time into building yourself and developing yourself and loving yourself, how will you ever know how to love and pour into your customers and into your business? You won't. You won't. And so it's really important. Again, it always comes back to self. It always comes back to our own personal standards and our own version of excellence and how we're showing up in the world, because it is a reflection. Our energy goes into our business. Our business's energy goes out into the world, and that is who we then attract as customers. So keep that in mind as you're, who's calling me? No. Always calling me during my video, so annoying. Anyways, keep that in mind as you are trying to figure out why things aren't working for you in your business. You're trying to figure out why you keep attracting these lower end type customers. Who is calling me? Anyways, sorry guys. The D&D just don't be working at any time of the day. I digress. But yeah, moral of the story, excellence is what we should be striving for every single day. It's very important if you want to scale your business, if you want to make more sales, if you want to attract the right type of customer. and so that you can have a fulfilling and meaningful business. The more you pour into you, the more you pour out into yourself. End of story. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm so grateful to be able to show up for you guys. This has been day number 4. We're going to stretch for 30. We'll see. We will see how this goes. We'll see how this goes because, the Lord knows. Y'all already know the process of content creation, so we don't even got to go there. You already know. All right, so with that being said, if you have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe. Thank you. If you are on Instagram watching this, be sure to, you're probably already following me because Instagram's algorithm is so poop. Non-followers probably won't even see this. But go ahead and save and like while you're here. Thank you. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Tomorrow, depending, we'll be diving more into sales concepts. And if we don't get into sales concepts, then we'll see what God tells us to talk about. But today was about excellence. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow, and I love you so much. Bye.